everybody. So today we're with James Scaur, who is working out of Florianopolis with the New Zealand company Easy Crypto. There he's a founding partner, and he's been going through a lot of the initial stages of founding a company in Brazil, and I thought it'd be a great chance to speak with him. So James, tell me a little bit about why Brazil?
Brazil was because of primarily the market size and two, the technology adoption. I read one time in a book that inspired me to come to Brazil. Is it that insane to believe that 0.5% of the population of Brazil could pay $2.50 a month for your service? If so, you've got a $25 million business. Brazil has 56 times the population of New Zealand, 220 million people. So yeah, it's a very large addressable market. Even though a lot of them are poor, there's a big middle class as well. Secondly, there's a lot of technology adoption. For example, all of these cards are from banks I signed up for on my phone. I only deal with my phone. That's the entire bank. I never go into any branch. And I pay very frequently only using my phone. And that is a very common thing here in Brazil.
What about challenges in Brazil?
Absolutely, many challenges too. There's a lot of barriers to entry in Brazil. Bureaucracy is just everywhere. You've got a lot of red tape. There's a lot of legal gotchas and traps that you can fall into. Then there's localization. If you're like us and your website, your app is entirely in English, it's going to be work for you to turn that into a translatable website, something that can work in Portuguese or in Tereo or in other languages. Time zones, always hard to work with. Brazil's very close to the American time zones. So you're going to have the same issues that you'd have if you're working with New York. And communications and building company culture, that's always very difficult as well while being remote.
Yeah, I can see that could be a challenge for you, but the fact that it's similar time zone to New York is also a real big positive for people that have got clients in North America. What about recommendations for people thinking about taking their company to Brazil?
Yep, certainly. Yep, be prepared for a long wait to start your company. It took us 3 months just to get our tax number, which the CNPJ here. So yeah, bureaucracy is just, it's unavoidable. I know that Kiwi companies and myself, we like to DIY things, but especially when it comes to legal matters, I would look into paying for help and paying for good help in Brazil. This book was incredibly useful. I didn't read it at the start of this business, sadly, but I wish I did. Viva the Entrepreneur by Brian Metcalfe. Localization, I'm happy to expand if anyone wants to get in touch with me on that. But yeah, we used a variety of technologies for that. Yeah, time zones, you just got to manage your schedule, your sleep cycles, get enough downtime. And comms, I would say the person to talk to about that would be Janine, our CEO. She's done a really good job at making us have a company culture, despite all being on Slack.
That's brilliant. Hey, we might catch up with you in the future and get a few more insights. I know we've got a growing community of Kiwi techies here in Brazil. It's great to see. Thank you for your time, James.
Thank you, Chris.
Bye-bye now.